Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this video, I'll be giving you guys another update on the Ethereum price action that we're seeing right now with my next Ethereum price targets in play. Ethereum is right now seeing something very interesting playing out in the RSI and the MACD as well. And on top of that, Ethereum, when valued against Bitcoin, has broken into this parallel channel yet again. And on top of all of that, towards the end of this video, I will be including Cardano as one of your most suggested altcoins in the comment section down below. So definitely make sure you're watching all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on all of that valuable information. And just before I jump into it, make sure to drop a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this one. I honestly appreciate all of your support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And first of all, we obviously formed this huge head and shoulders pattern previously on the chart. I've covered that quite a lot over the last few weeks for Ethereum. And now Ethereum is on its way to that technical price target. And the technical price target is coming in at just above 2.3K. So from the bottom of this pullback so far to the technical price target, that is only another 12% dip to the downside. Now it's important to mention that just because that's the price target for this head and shoulders pattern, it doesn't mean that that necessarily is going to be met. For example, something else that I've covered quite a lot on the channel recently, but for the new viewers on the channel, I will update you guys on this. Bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from this low at around 1700 all the way up to the recent high at around 4,000 US dollars. We actually have the golden pocket, the 61.8% Fibonacci level, starting at around 2.6K. And if you're taking a look at where Ethereum bounced just here, that was very close to the golden pocket. Only about $50 lower, and we would have bounced along the exact golden pocket. And of course, the golden pocket is one of the most important Fibonacci levels on the chart. And so that will provide huge amounts of support for Ethereum. So it could be because of that reason there that we might not even meet that technical price target down towards around 2.3K. But of course, if we break below the golden pocket, which by the way, the bottom of that range is the 65% retracement level. And right now that's coming in at just above 2.5K. So basically, if we break below $2,500 US dollars, then that is how you know that the price is going to continue to head down to at least around 2.3K. And anything lower than that, we have the 78.6% Fibonacci level coming in at around 2.2K as well. But something interesting that's happening to Ethereum right now with this 21-week moving average, we've clearly found a lot of support along this moving average at the time of filming this video. I haven't really covered the 21-week moving average a lot in my Ethereum videos, but of course, if you've been watching my Bitcoin videos, I've been covering this almost every day for quite a while now. And so here on the Ethereum charts, the 21-week simple moving average is coming in at pretty much exactly 2.8K. And as you can see here, we actually saw a couple bounces along that level. The first one with a quick wick to the downside, and then the second one, we actually wicked a little bit below this moving average just here, as you can see, but we obviously continued with a bounce to the upside because we didn't really see any major confirmed break below this moving average. And of course, it's a weekly moving average, which means we need to see a weekly candle close below this level just here in order to confirm a break below. And right now, this is the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the weekly time frame to really take a look at what we need to see on the weekly chart to confirm a break below this moving average. Of course, this weekly candle that we're forming right now will close in around 4.5 days from now, obviously at the end of the week. So it's pretty simple. If we close well below the moving average, below around 2.8K, then that is how you know that we're heading further to the downside for at least around a month. But if we see a bounce here, if we actually confirm this weekly candle close above the moving average, that is how you know that things are still looking pretty good here on the bigger picture. Because let's just take the last crash that we saw back in May as an example of what we can expect. Of course, we saw quite a massive crash leading into the 21-week simple moving average, and then we actually saw a massive bounce along this exact moving average on the weekly time frame. Obviously, we initially dipped a little bit lower, but that was only a wick on the weekly time frame. So what we could expect if we see a bounce along this moving average with this weekly candle close is potentially 2 weeks of bullish price action coming next. Once again, that's just simply simply going off what happened last time. But if we break below this moving average with a weekly candle close below the 21-week moving average, then what actually happened last time was essentially we spent one full month below the 21-week moving average before we started breaking back above it. And then obviously the moment we confirmed a weekly candle close back above it, we stayed bullish for quite some time, pretty much the next entire month in the chart. And now zooming into the 2-hour time frame for Ethereum, as you can see here, we've just formed a bullish divergence in the chart. So what we've seen is actually 3 lower lows in the price of Ethereum here on the 2-hour time frame, and we've actually seen 3 higher lows in the RSI. So for the beginners out there, that's what you call a bullish divergence, and what it basically means is in the immediate short term, we're losing the selling pressure that we've just had, and we're basically due for some sort of sideways consolidation, if not a slight move to the upside. So once again, simply reduced selling pressure coming soon, probably within the next 1 to 2 days. Keep in mind, this is only on the 2-hour time frame, so this isn't extremely significant. This is only really showing us what we could expect in the immediate short term. When you're zooming out on the 4-hour chart, we're not really seeing the bullish divergence here, but what we are seeing instead is potentially a new bullish cross in the MACD. As you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, we're very close to seeing a bullish cross, probably within the next 1 to 2 4-hourly candles, so within the next 4 to 8 hours. For as long as we actually stay at these sort of prices just here, once again, we're going to see a bullish cross in the MACD. And of course, that is a short-term bullish sign for Ethereum. The last time that we saw that in the MACD was right back up here. In fact, if you're looking at the MACD and comparing it to the price action just here, we saw 2 small bullish crosses right here and right here. And what came next in the Ethereum price was essentially some small bullish price action in the immediate short term. So what does this mean for the price of Ethereum? Well, in the immediate short term, talking about the next 1 to 2 days possibly, we could be in for a little bit of a bounce to the upside here, or at the very least more sideways consolidation before potentially a trend continuation later on in a few days from now, maybe over the next week or so. It is still likely that we could see some lower price targets come into play, such as that golden pocket, for example, or the technical price target for that head and shoulders pattern that I just covered earlier. Because when you're looking here on the daily time frame, the RSI and the MACD are still strongly heading to the downside, showing that there's currently a lot of momentum pushing the price to the downside. But keep in mind that we're actually getting closer towards a bottom. We're not there yet on the daily time frame, so there is still some room to the downside on the daily time frame, but we're getting closer towards a bottom. So it's important to remember that this is all temporary. So I know myself, I am taking advantage of this opportunity. Right now, I'm currently dollar cost averaging into the market, and I will increase my purchases into Ethereum the lower the price goes, because it's when the RSI here on the daily Ethereum chart is all the way down here at the bottom of this purple band. Those are some of the best buying opportunities that you could possibly ask for in Ethereum. For example, at around $1,700 is where the RSI was hitting those levels last time. And of course, if you bought at 1,700, you would have more than doubled your money over the next 1 to 2 months, what came next after that buying opportunity. And so once again, we're getting ready to see another amazing buying opportunity. It's likely to stick around for a little while. Once again, the previous buying opportunity that we had here during around the second half of May, June, and July, that was there for a few months. And now just taking a quick look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin here on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see here, Ethereum has clearly broken back into this parallel channel. We previously had a small fake out to the upside, but that actually got stopped out at the exact golden pocket. As you can see here, bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from this high up here all the way down to the next wick low down here. That gives us the golden pocket coming in at around 0.076 Bitcoin per Ethereum approximately, and that's pretty much exactly where we topped out. And once again, I let you guys know about that potentially happening before it even happens. And so the fact that the price has broken back into the parallel channel clearly shows that we're still in a strong downtrend for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, which essentially means Ethereum is right now underperforming against Bitcoin. And that means that it's actually better to be holding Bitcoin right now compared to holding Ethereum. But with that being said, this is leading us towards another opportunity sometime soon as well. Now, during these more bearish times in the market, it's actually normal for Ethereum to lose value against Bitcoin, because usually the Bitcoin dominance climbs back to the upside, which basically takes away a lot of value from a lot of the altcoin market, and that's the price the altcoins pay for the incredible returns during the bullish times. And so my strategy around Ethereum versus Bitcoin right now is essentially I'm going to wait out all of this bearish price action to make any move between Ethereum and Bitcoin, that sort of thing. And when the crypto markets finally start flipping more bullish again, that's when I'll potentially move a little bit of my Bitcoin holdings into Ethereum. Because of course, when I'm doing that, Ethereum versus Bitcoin has already head to the downside. So if I move Bitcoin into Ethereum, for example, it moves it into these lows just here. And then when the market is flipping more bullish again, which could be in a few weeks, it could be in a few months. Obviously, it strongly depends on whether or not we hold that 21-week simple moving average. But eventually we will flip bullish again. It's only a matter of time. And when the crypto markets start flipping bullish again, that's when you're going to see Ethereum start outperforming Bitcoin again. And so obviously when that happens, it's better to be holding Ethereum rather than Bitcoin, which is why I mentioned that potential move from Bitcoin into Ethereum. But once again, I'm not doing that right now. I want to make that clear. And when we're starting to enter more of a bullish time period in the market. And by the way, this is the Ethereum to US dollar chart here on the daily time frame. And this fractal is still playing out perfectly since yesterday. If you missed yesterday's Ethereum update video, definitely watch that video all the way to the end to find out about this huge fractal that is currently forming on the chart right now. And now taking a quick look at the Cardano to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see here, we're still playing out that head and shoulders pattern to the downside. We haven't met the technical price target just yet, but obviously the price is trending towards that direction. And by the way, the technical price target for this head and shoulders pattern is coming in at just above $1.80. So around $1.85, give or take, is where that technical price target is coming in at. But when you're bringing out the RSI and the MACD just here, what we're seeing right now in Cardano is actually a bullish divergence, not just on the 2-hour time frame like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but all the way up to the 4-hour time frame. We're currently seeing a bullish divergence on the 4-hour chart once again. So this is actually a bullish sign for Cardano in the immediate short term. It means that the selling pressure is reducing and we're due for at least a sideways consolidation, if not a slight move to the upside. And looking in the 4-hour MACD, we're actually starting to head to the upside as well, but it's only really a gentle movement. So I don't expect a huge pump to the upside, just reduced selling pressure and maybe a slight move to the upside before potentially continued bearish price action. But obviously bearish price action in Cardano will mostly happen if Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking bearish. Right now, the majority of the crypto market is going to be pretty correlated to Bitcoin and Ethereum. But we are actually seeing another bullish sign in the immediate short term for Cardano just here. I don't know if you've already spotted it, but we've actually just formed a small W pattern. So if we break the neckline just here, which right now, if you're looking at the candle bodies, is coming in at around $2.18. But if you're looking at the top of this candle wick, it's coming in at around $2.23. So if we confirm a break above that level just there with a 4-hour candle close, but preferably with a spike in volume, and perhaps if we see a retest of that level to the upside, then that would be even better. And if that plays out, then that is actually more bullish for Cardano, because getting into the technical price target for a potential W pattern, if this does play out, that is actually coming in at roughly around $2.50, which from the point of the breakout would be a move of around 13% to the upside. But obviously take that with a grain of salt, because we do have a lot of bearish momentum in the markets, and with everything else that's happening in the traditional markets, and with that whole Evergrande crisis that's happening right now, once again, things are not looking too good. But all of that is just showing the larger trend here on the bigger picture. In the immediate short term, we are actually seeing a little bit more bullish signs than we are bearish signs. So keep that in mind as well. And also, if you want to get extra updates throughout the day, make sure you're checking out my Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the description down below. And by the way, for any of you that missed it, I actually posted a video here on the channel about the Evergrande crisis. In that video, I explained the entire Evergrande situation right now and how a potential collapse in Evergrande could impact the global markets. So that video is actually very important for all investors to pay attention to. So once again, if you missed that video, definitely go and click on my YouTube channel and you'll find that video on there that I posted within the last 24 hours. And of course, if you enjoyed this update or got something valuable out of this video, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this one. As always, I honestly do appreciate all of your support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. We're actually just about to hit 70,000 subscribers, and that is crazy. I can't even believe I'm saying those numbers. Let's see if we can try and push the channel towards 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I reckon if all of you help out with sharing these videos around, we could totally do that. We've got an amazing community here. And once again, I can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, that's just about anything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.